Today we're going to read the Honeybee, and we're going to also read the What Do You Know About Honeybees? So, the honeybee. There are many types of bees. Bumblebees are known for being gentle. They live in the ground, not the hive. Leafcutter bees are hard workers. They cut small, perfect circles in plant leaves. They bring these back to their queen bee. She uses them for her eggs. The honeybee is the most famous. What do you know about them? Honeybees fly up to 4 miles from the hive. They look for flowers with a lot of nectar. Nectar is a form of sugar found inside flowers. Bees drink the sweet, sugary nectar as they stop by the flower. The nectar gives them energy to raise baby bees. If a honeybee finds a lot of flowers, they tell the other bees at the hive. They do this using a special dance called a waggle dance. The honeybee dances in a figure-8 pattern. The waggle dance tells the other honeybees where the flowers are. The dance also tells their friends how far the flowers are. Bees are important to life on Earth. They help with plant pollination. Pollination happens when bees and other insects fly from flower to flower. As bees move to flowers, pollen from one plant is transferred to another plant. The mixing of the pollen lets plants make new fruits and vegetables. Without pollination, a plant cannot make any fruits or vegetables. Many insects pollinate. However, honeybees are responsible for 4/5 of all insect pollination. Honeybees also live in a hive. More than 60,000 honeybees can live in one hive. A hive is very organized. It has 3 types of honeybees. There are the workers, the drones, and the one queen bee. Each type of honeybee has job duties. The worker bees care for the baby bees, keep the hive clean, make beeswax, and make honey. The drone's job is to mate with the queen so she can make new eggs. The queen bee's job is to lay eggs. She can lay 200 eggs in one day. This is more than her own body weight in eggs. She is often the mother of all the bees in the hive. Yep, she can be the mother of 60,000 bees. Okay, so now we're going to read What Do You Know About Honeybees? And we have some wonderful pictures and diagrams over here. So we're going to start by reading these first 2 paragraphs, and then we're going to dive into those pictures and diagrams. Honeybees start their lives as eggs in winter. The queen bee lays all of the eggs in the hive. There is only one egg in each cell or section of the honeycomb. Adult honeybees are large, thick, and fuzzy. Most adult honeybees have black and yellow stripes. They can also be bright green or all black. Adult bees work in groups called colonies with a queen bee as their boss. Okay, so let's check out this diagram. It goes through the life cycle of a honeybee. So they start as eggs in a honeycomb cell. Then they go to larvae. The worker bees feed the larva constantly while it lays on the bottom of the honeycomb cell for 9 days. Then it turns into a pupa. The larva spins itself a cocoon, which is a protective covering. Okay, and then there's a capped pupal cell. Okay, so this is one of those honeycomb cells. The larva is in a cocoon while the other bees put a cap on their cell. The larva is changing into an adult. Here's an adult bee. 21 days after being an egg, the bee is an adult. It gets to work quickly in the hive. In this figure, it says the queen bee is different. So let's take a look at the worker bees. Thousands of worker bees in one hive. They are smaller than the queen bee, and they're rounded here at the end. You can see that. Now over here we have a picture of the queen bee. It says there's only one queen bee in a hive. It's the biggest bee in the hive because of eating royal jelly, and it is pointed at the end. The queen bee is the boss of the hive. She directs the worker bees. She also makes sure they do their job. She lays the eggs. Sometimes she lays as many as 2,000 eggs in one day. There are 3 ways to become the special queen bee. Since the queen bee can lay up to 2,000 eggs a day, a hive can get too full. If this happens, the queen leaves with half of the workers to create a new colony. The other half of the workers stay with a new queen. Another way the queen bee can be replaced is when she stops laying as many eggs. When this happens, the worker bees start her replacement or supersedure. They train a young larvae to take her place. The queen is killed after the supersedure. A third way happens when the queen bee dies suddenly. The worker bees quickly choose a replacement larvae. They train it to become a